Can you picture Steven Spielberg directing a movie about toilets? Incredibly enough, he did consider it. Here's the story. A director's first film typically does a lot to establish their future artistic identity. Steven Spielberg's early films, though a little uneven and rough around the edges, are still very recognizably the work of the same virtuoso that would go on to make Indiana Jones, E.T., and many more of the most popular films ever made. Early on, however, Spielberg flirted with the idea of doing a different kind of debut, one that could have easily set his career on a wildly different track. Around 1970, Spielberg was a young, up-and-coming wunderkind at Universal. He was working mostly in television and getting eager to make the leap into theatrical features. He started pitching ideas to Universal's movie division. According to an article on the playlist, there were 3 major projects he tried to sell to the studio. The first was a retelling of Snow White, set in San Francisco's Chinatown. The second was an adventure film about a 1920s stunt pilot, which was sold to another studio and actually made as Ace Eli and Roger of the Skies, though Spielberg had very little involvement with the final product. The third movie Spielberg pitched was a comedy called Flushed with Pride, a biopic based on the life of Thomas Crapper, the man apocryphally credited with inventing the flushing toilet. Working from a 1969 satirical biography by Wallace Rayburn, Spielberg prepared a treatment for the film with writers Gloria Katz and Willard Huyck, who would later co-write American Graffiti with George Lucas. Huyck explained that the film was pictured in the style of Little Big Man, the classic revisionist western famed for its subversive portrayals of famous historical figures. The idea didn't impress the Hollywood establishment. Huyck provides a simple explanation for why the film never happened. After the treatment was delivered to their mutual agent, Spielberg was allegedly told, "If this is the kind of movie you want to do, I don't want to be your agent." And that was apparently that. A little later, Spielberg made his theatrical debut with far more characteristic material. In the Sugarland Express, he began developing the techniques, obsessions, and personal touches that would distinguish his later blockbusters.